guys, I go back for another Speed Champions set today we're doing today. Now, I know you guys are thinking about more Speed Champions, and Lego's been doing it a lot. Of course, I'm a race fan, my heart too, you see my shirt, but also it's going to be kind of a little different way because we're doing a Formula 1 set, of course, which I wish they'd do more NASCAR sets. But anyway, hopefully they'll do that one day. What we're doing set number 77259 is the Audi Revolut F1 Team R26. Now, here's a look at the box of this car. You can see this is the back of the box as well too. And you have one instruction booklet, of course, for this car, and way two, and the back. All right, but let's dive in and show you this car and talk afterwards right now. All right, so here we look at the new Audi F1 car. And you can see here, guys, this is the cool looking car here. It has the cool red and silver. Also the accents, of course. Now the real car had a different color. I can't remember a day. I tried looking on the box and also the front and the side of the car too. It does not have that. It has different kind of like a darker color, of course. Like I could be wrong, but I've tried looking on for the showroom color, of course, and all. But here's a look at the car. You can see here. It has the front, of course, doesn't have those little wing things you used to see on the side. It has those little bucket pieces you can see that are like part of the axle, kind of like what we got from a couple years ago from the older cars. The wing is a bit smaller, of course, the front wing, and the back is a little bit smaller, of course, too. Here's a look at the driver. You can see here too with a little halo wing, of course, there. And he's right in there too, of course, in the way. We're gonna try to get him out for you guys. We can. He wants to sit in the car. He wants to. There we go. He wants to sit. He wants to sit there because he's like, "That's my car. I want to drive." And here's a look at the driver, and nothing really special is on his racing suit. Excuse me. Here's a look at the. There's also right there. You guys can see here too. Is the control for the car? It's a little crooked, but neat in a way. This little thing I also like. This thing here too is like that's like a little camera angle thing, of course, in a way. And if you want to, also, guys, too, is that this is also the rings here, of course. You might think it's kind of funny, though. Some of you might think it's kind of funny because I had a friend of mine that said that when Audi had these ring things, of course, said, why did they have the Olympic rings on a car? And, I'm not making it up. He said, why did they have the Olympic rings on a car? And I said, that's actually the brand of the car. So those of you that have an Audi, of course, I think it's kind of funny, but someone made a joke about that. And I've still had it. Every time I look at an Audi nowadays, I'm always thinking that my same way, too. And even though the Olympics are going on, but, that's coming. I always thought it was kind of funny, though, in a way. But it's, anyway, the car is pretty cool looking, though. I like the silver and black you see on the side, of course, too. The wheels are a little bit different proportion, of course, too. And here's the back of the car, too, with this thing here, too. Sorry, these things are a little loose, guys. I tried to fix those best I could. But there's like the car you see with a cool little design on there. And here's the other side of the car, too. And not bad of a Formula 1 car. But, yeah. And here's the other part, too. And, yeah. It is a very unique F1 car. This is the new car for 2026 that they're racing this year. And I hope we get more of these cars when they do the team versions. But this is probably the new version that they released because Audi is coming to Formula 1 this year. So I think it's pretty cool. All right, guys. But there it is. There's look at the new Audi for 2026. All right, for you guys saw close up this new Audi car that came out for 2026 for the new Formula 1 season. Now, in the past, I have seen that Formula 1, so all Speed Champion sets, they do make cars from previous years. They don't normally do ones for this year. Now, we have gotten another one we're going to do tomorrow is the new F1 Academy Lego car. That's kind of cool. That's going to be racing in the Formula Academy car series. Formula Academy, excuse me, another type of series starting this year. I think it's in their season starts in March or April for Formula 1 altogether. And it's going to be pretty cool. They're racing a new car in general, but we don't normally get team cars or anything else like that for Formula 1 or any racing series what Speed Champions does for this year, because normally they do cars from last year or previous seasons because they want to do that. And that's because they have to be careful about, and some of the people that work for Lego, I can assure you, it's kind of like they have to go to the manufacturers and say, can we make the car of this? And some of the teams or some people will say no. Some of them may say yes. It's just how things go, how Lego does things, of course, in a way. And I think with this car coming out, this new car for Audi, this is an interesting kind of manufacturer. And any manufacturer goes to any racing series, Lego wants to capitalize on it, can make it for the team. And this is the show, like I said, guys, too. This is right here. You don't see any more markings on there. It's a showroom car, meaning it's basically a prototype of what they're going to what teams are going to basically sign up for Audi, of course. We know there's a lot of manufacturers that race in Formula 1, like Ferrari, Mercedes, McLaren. Those are the ones I can name off the top of my head. The big ones, of course, in a way. Other ones, of course, too. But yeah, I don't know who's going to be racing this Audi car, what teams are going to be. So I could be wrong on some big names. If you guys want to let me know in the comments. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool we got this car. This car was announced, I think, this year, of course, in a way. It was supposed to be announced last year, I think it was, but I think because Lego wanted to basically put it out, and I think Formula One probably gave them the go-ahead, because normally we don't get cars this year that are made from any series from Lego Speed Champions, because, you know, like I said, you know, they may tell them no, they may say yes, but I think this probably gave a go-ahead because it's not a certain race team, and it's not going to gain any of the team's advantage, of course, in a way. That's why I think they have to be careful when they make the cars, because most teams are going to see what the car looks like and all. But, you know, it's not really for any racing team yet. It's going to be for all series. This is a temporary car. This is actually a body style of car that they're going to be racing, like, not just with the brand name of Audi, of course, but the entire cars all look almost the same in a way, if you think about it. That they're going to be using this type of year. That's why the car looks a little bit different than we got past Formula One cars. So it's a little bit different type of branding style. But yeah, I do like the silver and black though, and red, of course, in there mixed in too. It has a cool looking design, of course, on it. And again, it's really unique in a way. It has that cool looking livery, of course, in a way. It's really nice, small, and that sort of thing too. And I hope you guys liked the little joke I made. That was a friend of mine actually made that about the Audi rings again, about the Olympic stuff. Even though the Winter Olympics are going on right now, that was what he told me, and still I think it's funny, of course. So if you guys are thinking it's kind of not funny, of course, so you guys thinking, well, but technically that's what he told me, and it still stuck to me since this day, of course, because I think it's funny, of course, because, you know, I can't sort of get out of my head nowadays, even though it's kind of weird. And the rings, of course, a little bit different, of course, too, but, you know, number size. Anyway, what I'm trying to say, guys, though, is if you guys have this car, let me know in the comments, do you guys get this? Are you going to get this car if you're a race fan? If not, you know, probably not. I could see people probably that like the Formula One cars are going to probably get this car more. Maybe like the display like they want to, of course, but if it's a race team, you're going to get it, but probably not. We've been getting a lot of Formula One sets as of late, like last year and this year, of course. We're getting oversaturated in a way, some people would say, but, you know, I think Lego's probably trying to say, hey, we want to make more Formula One cars. But you see my racing shirt, guys, too, of course, NASCAR. I hope they would do more NASCAR sets, but probably they won't be able to, because NASCAR is more heavily copyrighted with a lot of ways and all, whether you're a content creator or however you try to make stuff, and that's why we don't get a lot of NASCAR stuff in a way, unless, of course, NASCAR has the go-ahead, which I really hope Lego would do that. But Formula One might be a different story, so I could be wrong on that. All right, guys, but thank you for watching today. Hope you have a great day. And this Monday, we're doing some more sets for tomorrow. I also got the buildable Spaceman, the upscaled one. I'm going to be building that today, and we're going to try to do some more videos. Hope you guys enjoyed a little polybag of the Formula One Academy set that came out yesterday, and we're doing more. And then there might be some stuff coming out in June. I could be wrong, but haven't heard anything official yet, but we'll wait and see what we go. All right, guys, well, thank you for watching today. Have a good one today, and I'll see you guys hopefully next time.